Mr. Evans. Excuse me. In this video I'm going to look at employer and employee relations. It's this final section here on the specification, and I'm actually going to start at the bottom looking at why it's important to have good employer-employee relations. So we could call employer-employee relations the extent to which there's a positive working relationship between the management of a business and its employees. Is often also referred to as industrial relations. Now, it should be fairly obvious that if a business has a positive working relationship between the management of an organisation and its employees, it's going to find life a lot easier than if the management and the employees are in conflict with each other, don't agree, etc. I mean, you know for yourselves, if you're arguing with people, it makes life far more difficult, it's more time consuming to do things, etc. So, what are the value of having good industrial relations? Well, hopefully it should increase the motivation of staff. You know, both Hertzberg and Maslow identify as important needs the relationship between a business's staff and its management, and if the working relationships are positive, you know, it's going to help to fulfil kind of you know, social needs with Maslow. It's a motivating factor with Hertzberg. In terms of labour productivity, you know, if there's good industrial relations, you know, essentially you've got less time spent arguing, more time spent producing, and therefore output per worker will rise. There should be lower absenteeism and turnover related to motivation. It's going to be easier for the organisation to implement change, and not just the management. You know, that change may well come from the employees if there's a really good relationship. You know, how can we do things better? Let's improve this for everyone in the company. Whereas if there's a negative working relationship, you know, employees might not be bothered, etc. So there should be better employee engagement and better decisions made. You know, employees, if there's a positive working relationship, want to contribute to the running of the organisation, want the organisation to make better decisions, and are therefore going to be involved in that process. It's going to be easier to achieve our corporate objectives. And finally, the business should achieve a better reputation, making it easier to recruit, making customers confident that they can go to this business, and that there are good working relationships there. So, really important for a business to try and have good working relationships between the management and its staff.